Hey, good morning everybody. Saturday, June 29, early in the morning, about 6 o'clock, 6:15. So this video is just a little reminder or information for maybe some people that are new subscribers, haven't watched my older videos, don't really know the facts. So I'll tell you what happened and how we ended up here real quick. I'm not going to make it real long though. If you want the long story, watch the other videos. Meanwhile, I'll show you the damage again while I'm talking. Here we go. So by the way, I have some people that make some comments that don't know everything. So this area here, this is our right of way. This is where all the erosion happened. And it's never been like this, even through a typhoon. We've had 2 typhoons here. This never happened. This was a monsoon, a major downpour. Maybe happens once in a blue moon, as they say. Never had this happen before. Anyway, we've been here we've owned this place maybe 8 years. And this particular right of way, this piece of the property wasn't included. I bought this later, so I have a way in and out of this place. I bought it from the neighbor who lived over here. So this piece of property does have a title. It's titled. I don't have the title in my hand. She still holds the title because we never separated it off of her title. But it's mine. I have all the paperwork. So I don't want to lose it to constant erosion. That's the issue. If we lose it, how are we going to get in and out of here? So it's got to be fixed soon. They're going to have to put the wall, and then we're going to have to fill this in again. This area. It's all going to have to be filled in. Anyway, as for the rest of the property, yeah, we don't have a title. That's true. A lot of properties here, especially along the beach, they don't have a title. There's a thing here called rights. A lot of properties here have rights. And you can buy and sell rights just like you can if you have a title. You probably don't get as much money for them when you buy them and sell them. I mean, if you bought it, when you sell it, you probably don't get as much as if you had a title. You would get more. We've been trying to get the title for many, many years. It's really complicated. Our neighbor has owned his since, I don't know, way longer than me. This neighbor here, Edwin, he's owned his. And this guy over here has owned his. And there's 2 more properties next to Edwin's for a lot longer than we have. And they don't have the title. All those properties are on what's called a mother title. A beautiful morning, by the way. Check it out. As I was saying, all those properties that I just mentioned are on one title. It's called a mother title. We don't know who owns it. We're trying to find out. Nobody knows. I've heard several stories. I've heard one guy owns it. I've heard the bank owns it. We don't know. We have to go to the main office one day in Bel Air. I think it's in Bel Air, and find out We've already tried to do some research, especially Edwin. He's done a lot of research, still hasn't found out anything. But a lot of the properties here, where you see all these coconut trees, it's all part of a coconut plantation. This whole area was part of a coconut plantation. It was one guy that owned everything. So it's very difficult. And the reason we bought it is because we were lied to. We were lied to by family members. Grace's family. One of the members knew the owner here was a family member. Also, he's still alive, but he's very old. He said, yeah, I have a title. He lied. And then the family members told me, yeah, he's got it. But I think they knew the truth. They just wanted the money. So, we didn't pay a whole lot for it. For beachfront property, we're still going to make out, even when we sell it. Because back then, 8 years ago, it wasn't worth as much. As you know, property keeps going up every year. This property especially, because they're building new roads here. And people are buying up properties here. Anyway, it will be valuable one day, but I do want to sell it. You can sell the rights, as I said. Anyway, the reason I bought it, like I said, was family members, trusted family members, said it had a title, and they were working on it. They were going to give it to me. They never did, because they don't have it. They lied. Okay, so that's the story on that. It's not my fault I was lied to and trusted family of Grace, my wife. Okay? Been dealing with this issue for years, so yeah, I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, trust me. And I should have got the title up front before I gave the money, but it's really not a big deal. Like I said, I'm still going to make money on it one way or the other. Just not as much with no title. But hopefully one day we will get the title. But I do want to get out of here. I've had enough. I have to cut this grass all the time. I'm getting older. I don't want to do it. We have too much upkeep here because it's 1 acre. It's just too much work. You have to pay a caretaker. Yeah, the kids love it. I'd love to leave this property to the kids. If I had a lot of money, I'd keep it just for the kids. But I don't have a lot of money. I'd like to just get a condo somewhere and not have any worries. And also, by the way, the flooding, it only happens, like I said, once in a blue moon. That was a really strange occurrence that is very rare. You got to put up with things like that if you live here, beachfront. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to deal with it. I don't deal with problems like that too well. I'm getting too old for this crap. I came here for no stress, but I got more stress now than I ever did. So I'm trying hard because I have 2 young kids. If I didn't have 2 young kids, my life would be a lot different. I wouldn't even be here. I would never bought this place probably. But as you can see, it is a beautiful place. Lots of people would kill to be living here. But that's the way things work around here. Not everybody has titles. Also, there's something called squatters' rights here. If you live on the property for more than, I think it's 10 years, it might be more, you don't even need to have rights or title. It's automatically yours. Nobody can chase you out. It's called squatters' rights because nobody cares about the property, so they want somebody here. They'll never kick me out. They'll never kick me out because they would have to kick everybody that doesn't have a title out. It's not going to happen. Nobody would leave. If they really wanted their property back, they would have to pay you. They would have to pay you to leave. Because everybody here has built buildings, houses, kubos, whatever. They can't just tell you you have to leave because you don't have a title. We have rights. We have the right to live here for as long as we want. Anyway, as far as the septic system, yeah, it got flooded with water. That's why the toilets were backed up. But just the toilets. It wasn't like the everything else, like the sink and all that stuff. But now they're fine. All the water behind our house, on that lot behind our house, comes into our house low. It's like a little slope. So that's why it got flooded on our walls behind the house, our back wall, and the water seeped in between the wall and the floor, the little crack between. That has to be filled in or something with dirt or cement or something. It's got to be fixed eventually so it doesn't happen again. But all the flooding is gone now, all the water's gone, the toilets are fine. You know, if the water did flood the septic, how did the water get in there? So the water's got to come out the same way it went in. And I think it already has. There's no way that septic is full anyway. It's huge. Also, the septics here, they don't come around with a truck and suck it up like they do in a lot of places. They don't do that here. There's no hole in it, so they put the hose in there and sucked it up like they did when we lived in Batangas. What they do here is they just build another one. Once you build one and it fills up, you cement it. It's already cemented, and you build another one. It's pretty stupid, I know, but that's how they do it. So our septic is huge. It's big. And it probably did fill with water during the flood. I'll show you what it looks like. We have a lot of things on top of it. That's where our generator is. That's where a lot of things we store is. Let me show you this, for instance. For instance, this was an old septic system before we ever lived here. That the guy we bought it from had a little kitchen where our basketball court is. This was a septic system here. See, it filled up, and I guess they covered it over. There's no place to suck the crap up. And then there's another one behind the house. So I think this is one also. Back here, I think there's another cement square. But then somebody built this big one, not us. It was here before us. It's right over here where we have the generator. Where the generator is, on top of the generator, I mean on the bottom, that's a septic system. It's elevated, but water could have got in through the bottom. But water, if it can get in, it can get out. So maybe there's a crack or something in the cement. Maybe they didn't build it properly. But this whole area, I believe, is a septic. The whole area, I believe. Maybe not the steps. The toilets are fine now. They can drain. Before they were totally full. But the drain was not. This room was not flooded, just the toilet. Water was coming up through all these cracks. All this between the house and the tile floor. That's where it was coming in. All this whole building. Not the main house, not the aircon room. Only this room and this room. all behind this wall here. You can kind of see the crack where there's where water can get in. All this was flooded. Because the property behind us, I told you, is low, like this. It goes like this towards our house. So we have to do something. We have to dump more dirt or cement or something to make it like this, away from our house. There has to be some kind of drainage done back there so it doesn't happen again. More money, more problems. That's why I want to sell this place. Too many problems. And then, like I said, I can't believe this gabion wall went down. I paid to have that put up. A lot of money. And now half of, well, not half, a big section of it's down. I don't know how that's going to be fixed unless the government helps us somehow. That's a big problem also. But I'm tired of all the problems around here. I'm tired of all the issues, constant upkeep. But there's plenty of people that would want this property because of this view, because of all this beauty, and also because you can have a business here, which most people do here that live beachfront. They have many resorts here. This is a big resort community for those that don't know. People come here every weekend and every holiday. Easter, it's just packed. So if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you already know all this, but maybe new viewers, you don't know the story. But if you want to catch up on everything, sorry this video is a little longer than normal because I want to answer the questions people have. Oh Santa, you should have known better. Shake your head. Yeah, like I said, I know I've made a lot of mistakes, but this one was not my fault. I got lied to. So yeah, you want the whole story, watch the older videos. You can watch everything. You can watch from when I lived in Batangas. You can watch how I met my wife. You can watch when we got our kids. You can watch all that stuff. Everything is here for the public. My whole life is on YouTube. So you have any questions, you know, just watch. I appreciate you guys following me. I'm picking up a lot of new subscribers. So now you guys kind of know the story of this place. But we've been here maybe before COVID. We came here. But I bought it even before then. When I lived in Batangas, I bought this place. So we had two places to go to. Then we sold Batangas, and now we only live here. And we had a resort, but the typhoon blew it away. So we've struggled through 2 typhoons already. But this is the worst damage, really. And it wasn't even a typhoon. It was a one-day thing, a monsoon. That was more rain than I've ever seen. And this is what it did. So that's the story, people. Keep watching. I appreciate you following me. I appreciate the new subscribers. God bless everyone. That's it for now. Santa Claus, over and out.